Hi YouTube, it's me again. This is my second video, and what I'll be doing for you today will be a makeup tutorial. There's no category into what kind of makeup tutorial this is. It is definitely an evening look, but it's something that you could pull off in any season all year long. What I'm thinking of tonight is trying to pull off a look for holiday celebrations. I hope you enjoy it and find it very informative, and please feel free to leave comments below the video, and it's always great to get new subscribers. Thank you. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep my skin with the Tarte Clean Slate Flawless. It is a wonderful primer. It helps brighten the skin. I've been using it for quite some time now, and I really enjoy it. Alright, so now that my skin is primed, what I am going to be doing now is I apply Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. My shade is Tan. It's a great foundation for winter. You know, it does say full coverage, but I don't necessarily consider it to be full coverage. It is definitely a buildable coverage. You could, it goes from light to medium, and obviously the more you apply, the fuller the coverage does become. So I am going to apply a pea-size amount, and what I'm also going to do is I'm going to mix in a little bit of the Nars Copacabana Illuminator. I do this with all my foundations. Provides a really nice luminous effect. I'm going to mix them up together, and I'm going to apply with my fingertips. I like applying with my fingers because I do get a very natural finish. I don't like giving off the appearance that I am wearing foundation. The next step will be to conceal imperfections. What I'm using is a multi-phase concealer by Erno Laszlo, shade 3. There's not that much left. I'm actually rationing it because this was discontinued a while ago. I think it's a really big shame that Erno Laszlo did that because this is by far the best concealer I've ever tried. So what we're going to do is we're going to conceal some healing breakouts. You know, it's that time of year where things are a lot more stressful than others. Alright, the next step will be under eyes. I'll be using the Estee Lauder Idealite brush on Illuminator. Usually about 2 pumps is good. And now I'm just going to brush that in with my ring fingers. Alright. So now that the foundation and concealer has been applied, what I'm going to do now is set this with the Korres Magic Light Magic Light Face Contouring Powder Trio in Santorini. It's gorgeous. I am going to use a Bobbi Brown bronzer brush. Just because it's bronzer doesn't mean I necessarily use it just for bronzing. I also use it just to, for all over. So I'm just going to mix it up right here, and I'm just going to brush it all over my T-zone, over the cheeks as well. Alright. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to brush my eyebrows a bit using the Define a Brow by Mabelline in dark brown. I'm just going to comb them in for right now. I really need to get my eyebrows cleaned up. This is what happens when you're half Egyptian. And I'm just going to fill them in very lightly. This is by far the best eyebrow pencil I've ever used. I'm not someone who typically uses eyebrow pencils. I actually had to buy this because of a little bit of an eyebrow mishap that happened to me a few months ago, and I have been loving this ever since. Alright, so eyebrows are filled in. The next step is to prime the eyes. What I'll be using is the Nars eyeshadow base. This is absolutely amazing. For someone who has oily skin and oily eyelids, this really keeps my eyeshadow in place all day long. Alright, now we're going to start doing the eyes. What I'll be using today is an eyeshadow palette by Nars. It is the 9947 eyeshadow palette, and these are the colors inside. What I'll be using today is this color and this color. This is the Bohemian Gold 2. This is actually part of an eyeshadow set, a dual eyeshadow, but it's the lighter version of the two. And the brown one, is the Surabaya 2. So what I'll be doing now is I'll be using the pink shade right here, using my Nars number 3 eye shader brush, and I'm going to tap it all over the eyelid. Now I'll be using the brownish shimmery color right here, and we'll be patting it in the crease. Just get a smoky effect. Oh, it looks really strong, but I'll be mixing it in, so don't worry. Now I'll be using the Nars, it's like a fluffy brush, number 13, just to mix it all in, soften the look. My everyday look is actually quite natural. I usually use a goldish, peachy color all over the lid and just line it with a olive eyeliner from Erno. It's pretty much my go-to look. Alright, now what I'll also be doing, I will be using this color right here, which is the Kilimanjaro 1 shade. I'll just be using on the inner corner of my eyes. And I'll also be using the Himalayas eyeshadow right here on the brow bone. I'm also going to mix them in again. I have been a devout Nars customer for over 10 years. This was actually the makeup line I used for my high school prom, which was a little bit over 10 years ago. And at the same time, the makeup artists that I always go to shop from are absolutely amazing. Next up, I'll be lining my eyes, and it will be with the Larger Than Life eyeliner pencil, a longwear eyeliner in 47th Street, again from Nars. You can tell I am a huge Nars lover. I'm just going to line my eyes right now. This is a very thin line that I'm doing, as closest to the lash line as possible. You know, I do like dramatic looks, but I do have my limits. Right. And what I will be doing now is line the inner eye, the waterline, with the MAC I Get No Kick Eye Kohl. It's like a pearly pink. It's very natural. There we go. And what I'll be finishing up the eyes with the Yves St-Laurent Magic Volume Effect Faux Cils. This is a great mascara. This is something I actually use every day. I don't even know how many coats I'm applying right now. Alright, so the eyes are done. Next up, we'll be moving on to cheeks. And what I'll be using is the MAC Sheertone Shimmer Blush in Peachykeen. It's a really nice peachy color. I absolutely adore this. I've been using it for a couple of days now, and it's amazing. I have a pretty round face, so in order for me to really hit the blush in the right area, I have to smile. Just a little bit on the tip of the nose and on the chin. And okay. Last thing we're going to do right now is apply the lips. Now, because we want pretty dramatic on the eyes, I really like to make my eyes stand out, but I do keep it pretty natural as well. I'm going to go on with a nude lip. What I'm going to do first is line my lips with the MAC lip pencil in Whirl. Just a bit, just to allow the lipstick to stay longer. And what I'm going to be using is a MAC lipstick. It's a Cremesheen in Fanfare. It's very natural. And here is the look. I'll be listing all the products that I've used for this tutorial. I hope you like it. And if you have any comments or suggestions or questions, feel free to leave comments down below, and I'll get back to you. So thank you very much for watching. Have yourselves a lovely day, and happy holidays. Bye.